This is Judy Vamp-Shire. Welcome to my interview of a vampire. Oh, for all you disciples and my victims and people around the world. If you'd like to participate in interviewing me in many, many ways, then please find all the details down below after the show. Today I'll be taking questions from around the world: America, Australia, India, and of course England. But let's start off with David from USA Hollywood. Hello David, so what have you got for me? Make it a big one and quick.
I understand you were fielding questions. Did they have to necessarily be questions about your career, or could they be questions about, my pending trial, which you assured me would be happening very soon? Not trying to impugn your justice or anything, but and I know that trespassing is a very serious offense, but still, I have been here for a while, and the accommodations are not exactly commodious. So anyway, and about the trial, you did promise Clifford here he could have a hearing, and he had one appeal left, and I've got at least two. So don't forget the professor, okay?
As for Clifford, he's had his trial and is off with his head. As for you, Professor, I may keep you in chains a little bit longer so I can give you one bite. But if you're a good boy, I may even save you, and you could be my servant and do what thou wilt in merry old England.
A question about your career that's always intrigued me, and I've never known. We know you have your own unique blend of theatrical hard rock called vamp rock, and we love that. And we also know you're a jazz and standard chanteuse, singing posh gigs in stately manners all over Britain. But what I was wondering, to pass the time here in the dungeon, was, did you start out singing rock in cover bands, or were you singing in bars, or were you singing weddings or in churches, or how did you begin?
Well, David, my singing career started when my disciples dug me up from the grave and brought me back to life. And I started singing in the graveyard, practicing to all the ghosts and spirits, and they loved it. And when I hit the high notes, I'd suck the life out the grave diggers and threw the bones to the dogs. So that's how my singing career started. One singing bony fine day.
You know, you're so very comfortable on stage and in front of a camera, you really are quite the ham, in fact, that I find myself wondering if you've ever done any acting, or would you like to do some acting?
Acting, David? I can certainly act. I faked my own orgasm and faked my own death. So surely I can act. But I would like a part as a vampire preacher in a church. Why? Because evil is good and ass is good. And my evil ass, is really good. If you've got the movie, I've got the part.
Winter is coming. Here in the Seven Kingdoms, that's all we bloody well talk about. But when it does come to chilly old merry old England, what do you like to read curled up by your fire? We read old, dry, dusty books to determine how to fight off dragons and zombies and mundanities like that. What do you like to read?
Well, David, I like to read by the fire the Kama Sutra because it has magical positions. You know, those exercises from behind that that keep the blood flowing and the mind orgasmic, as you know. Ooh, wouldn't you like to do the same with me? And another book I like to read is the Holy Bible. Why? Oh, because every time I touch it, oh, it bursts into flames and it keeps me warm by the fire. Now we have Jazz from Bangalore, India.
So, hello to all the witches out there. And I am very new here. This is the first time I am talking to a witch. So, I am not sure what type of questions I should ask. But as this is my first time interaction with a witch, so I would like to ask that, are you a witch by birth, or later on in life you realized something and then you became a witch?
Well, Jazz, I'm not a witch by birth, and I'm not a witch now. I'm a vampire by birth. I do have friends, though, that are witches, and when we hang out, we exchange supernatural powers, especially ones to seduce other people or persons and victims. And I know you want some seducing and magical powers. As I can see, you have some magical powers underneath your turban.
And my second question will be that, do witches or like you, Judy, do you believe in sex? Because what I think that it's also a kind of magic that is used to heal a person. So do you do it, and do you use it to heal anyone?
Yes, Jazz, I do believe in sex. Sex stands for satanic, exciting, X factor. It's a kind of magic for healing, but I use it for my victims, to kill them. Oh, but for you, Jazz, I may make an exception, a real big exception, and use my magical powers on you. I can see your head is getting bigger. Oh, Jazz, I promise I won't suck the life out of you.
My third question to you, Judy, will be, I have seen a video in which you are packing a bag, you are packing your suitcase, so you are putting in some of the necessary items in that. So there was a bat that you put in the suitcase, and then there are two massagers that you put, that is used to massage the bag, you say. So what are those massagers and how do you use them to heal?
Well, Jazz, it certainly is some kind of magic. Oh, would you like to see my magic wand and what I do with it to heal you? Oh, here it is, Jazz. It's magic. Let me show you what it does. Abracadabra, pudding and pie. Jazz needs some healing. It's making him high. Don't fake it, boy, or it will die. Last questions of the day come from Jack in Gosford, Australia.
Will my queen be coming for a tour down under soon?
Oh yes, Jack, your queen bee will be coming with her disciples for a tour down under to see you very, very soon. And she may knock on your door, so don't be frightened. Please invite me in, Jack, and see what may come of it. I hope you won't be afraid if I suck the life out of you. And if you like it, you can become my disciple.
Hello, my queen. After a night of debaucherous sucking and feasting, what else do you get up to release your lustful desires?
I'll tell you what, Jack. Before I answer your question, just let me get changed into something more comfortable. Here we are again, Jack. I'm in something more comfortable. As for my lustful desires, I like to relax during the day by going to hospitals, looking for young doctors to give me a free bed and an injection. As you see, I'm dressing up for them.
Hello, Vamp. Another question for you. Will you set Yummy and Scrummy free this Halloween?
Well, Jack, I'm not sure this year whether or not I will set Scrummy and Yummy free my breasts. As last Halloween, I set Scrummy and Yummy free on a young man and knocked him off his chair and gave him whiplash, and he took me to court and tried to sue me for a bad neck. And the judge, he said to the young man, "No pain, no gain. You had your just deserts." And he set me free. So, this brings me to the end of my show. But if you'd like to participate in any future shows, then just email me with a video